Did your old radio crackle with your thoughts at 03:33 p.m.? Its red signal piercing the silence of this attic. This emergency broadcast unveils a horror that invades your mind, where psychologically it's telepathic intrusion breaching your inner sanctuary. And a 2025 study reveals 76% feel an immediate violation from such phenomena. Is a spectral signal listening? Subscribe now to face the truth. Is a red pulse rippling from that radio? Your thoughts echoing in this darkened room? This broadcast drags you into a psychological abyss where neurocognitive overload overwhelms your senses. And the 2025 study warns 76% sense an unnatural intrusion. Could a spectral signal be reading you? Stay tuned to learn more. Did that signal shift with your deepest fears? The candle flickering in this room? This emergency plunges you into a psychological trap where telepathic intrusion distorts your privacy. And the 2025 study confirms 76% feel a haunting presence. Is a spectral signal adapting? Don't miss the next scene. Does hear me pulse from that voice? The basement trembling with dread? This broadcast locks you in a psychological cage where neurocognitive overload heightens your panic. And the 2025 study notes 76% fear such commands. Could a spectral signal be controlling you? Subscribe now. Is a faceless figure speaking from that signal? The fog thickening on this street? This emergency thrusts you into a psychological vortex where telepathic intrusion turns safety into horror. And the 2025 study warns 76% feel a ghostly presence. Could a spectral signal be near? Stay with us. Why does a warping shadow pulse from that broadcast? The stairs shaking beneath you. This broadcast drags you into a psychological nightmare where neurocognitive overload fractures your mind. And the 2025 study reveals 76% feel pursued. Could a spectral signal be closing in? Keep watching. Did a glowing mind emerge from that signal? The wall cracking with your thoughts? This emergency locks you in a psychological abyss where telepathic intrusion amplifies your dread. And the 2025 study warns 76% sense a spectral gaze. Could a signal be watching? Subscribe now. Does obey now pulse from that command? The rain pounding your window? This broadcast traps you in a psychological snare where neurocognitive overload turns refuge into panic. And the 2025 study confirms 76% fear such orders. Could a spectral signal be trapping you? Don't miss it. Is a reaching shadow twisting from that thought? The storm raging tonight? This emergency drags you into a psychological hell where telepathic intrusion turns hope to terror. And the 2025 study warns 76% feel ensnared. Could a spectral signal be close? Stay tuned. Is a figure breaking from that signal? The fan buzzing with your mind? This broadcast locks you in a psychological cage where neurocognitive overload shatters your peace. And the 2025 study notes 76% feel haunted. Could a spectral signal be free? Keep watching. Why does a towering shadow wail from that mind? The garage silent at dusk. This emergency thrusts you into a psychological vortex where telepathic intrusion consumes hope. And the 2025 study warns 76% feel doomed. Could a spectral signal be winning? Subscribe for more. Is a growing shadow pulsing from that thought? The floor creaking with tension. This broadcast traps you in a psychological abyss where neurocognitive overload ends stability. And the 2025 study warns 76% feel their end. Could a spectral signal be rising? Don't stop now. Did a faint voice ripple from that signal? The attic darkening with your thoughts? This emergency locks you in a psychological snare where telepathic intrusion heightens terror, and the 2025 study warns 76% sense a spectral sound. Could a signal be calling? Stay with us. Is a cracking shadow from that mind. The rooftop trembling at dusk. This broadcast drags you into a psychological hell where neurocognitive overload shatters sanity. And the 2025 study confirms 76% fear collapse. Could a spectral signal be breaking through? Subscribe now. Does mind ends pulse with a towering shadow from that thought in this abyss? This emergency broadcast traps you in a psychological abyss where telepathic intrusion seals your fate. And the 2025 study warns 76% feel their doom. Could a spectral signal claim you? Watch the full horror now.